okay, or wherever you're watching from. Um, Share this live with your friends and family because, listen, if everybody in the family got great credit, y'all can build together, okay? And it's so powerful to have everybody in the family be able to come together and build wealth together because now everybody ain't in your pocket. You see? Okay. And then one person is not wearing the weight on their shoulders. So I can still perform on my desktop while I'm talking to you. So make sure you share this live with at least 5 people. If you don't have 5 people, share with the people that you talk to right now. The other people will join once they see that you are in the right space. You are already making moves to enhance your life. Okay? Now, the first thing, if you guys have access to a computer or even your phone, you want to pull up your credit report. Now, there are many ways that you can get it for free. However, I'm going to tell you that they're going to give you a very lengthy package. Depending on your age, it's probably going to be, it's going to be really thick. And you're not going to be able to comprehend everything on it. Okay? So I'm going to try to break this down as easy as possible. So that's why we're only starting with personal information on your credit report, which is like the first thing that you see when you look at your credit report, okay? And we're going to start with just a little bit of it. So, and I'm going to give you 3 codes that you can use per consumer laws that can help you remove items from your credit report in the personal information section and your rights, okay? So let me pull that up right now. Tell me where you coming from. Tell me where you tuning in from. I don't see any comments coming up yet, so it might be a delay. So if I don't respond right away, please forgive me. I'm getting used to the changes in social media. So I'm gonna pull up these codes for you, and I'm gonna let you know exactly where you can type these in Google, and it's gonna come right up. All right. But I will say that everybody won't be able to comprehend it because the language is kind of like, it's almost like you're speaking in King James version. Okay, that's how old most of these laws are, and this is something that they should have taught us in school, but unfortunately, they taught us how to be their slave. Okay, they didn't teach us how to protect ourselves. They didn't teach us how to grow wealth or obtain it, and they definitely didn't show us how to transfer it because we came in as slaves. Okay. Um. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Boom. There we go. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So when you are looking at your personal credit report or your credit report, right? It doesn't matter if it's TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. I hope you guys know who those 3 credit agencies are. They are not considered bureaus. Bureaus are considered government. These are LLCs, okay? These companies are LLCs. Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. They are LLCs, okay? They are businesses, right? Now, the first thing that we want to tap into is your name, right? So you have your first, your middle, your last, some hyphenated, whatever you like to go by is your problem, is your preference, I should say, not a problem, right? That is what you decide. So if you want to go by my name, Lakina Armstrong, boom. That's all I want to be known by. Yes, I have a middle name. Yes, I have a hyphenated last name. But however, I sign my documents, my first and last name. That's all I want to show. That's all they are required to put on my credit report because I said it, right? Now, you should only have one variation of your name. You shouldn't have your last name first. You shouldn't have third, second, junior, senior. You shouldn't have all of that on there unless you specify that's what you want on your name, okay? But it only should show up one time, all right? Next, you will see an area for your um, address. Okay, you only see an area for your address, and you may see they have current, and it may say previous, or it may have a couple different ones for your current. All right, you don't want to have that, because when a creditor or a bank is looking at it and you are trying to obtain or get credit, they're going to look and say, you got all these addresses, which one work? Okay, which one work? All right, and when they're looking at that, you got to think about what they're thinking. You're asking for money from them, right? You're asking for some money, but in their mind, they're like, am I going to have to chase this person around to get paid in case they miss a payment? Where can I mail documents to, like their statements and things like that? They're going to want to know that. If that's an issue, you're either going to have a high interest rate or you're going to get denied, because it looks unstable and they don't want to have to chase you down for, a payment, right? So make sure that it's an address that you want to use, okay? And in most parts, say for instance, we do a lot of things digitally now. So if you're applying for credit online and you have all these different addresses, their system will reject that application. You may have to call in to get an approval, because they have to clarify exactly where you live. All right. So I want to, okay, guys, hold the questions, and then I'm going to come in. I'm gonna give you a few minutes. I'm not gonna stay long. We got to 10:30, so let me get out this personal information because I have classes I gotta do. So I want to make sure, and I'm gonna try to stop for 5 minutes to answer any questions. All right? Okay. So that is what your address. Okay. You want to have one address. Now you can have an address that you live at, and you can have a PO box as well. That's okay, because they understand. Okay, people have PO boxes for whatever reasons. Maybe it's an extra privacy method. You're not getting your mail if you stay at an apartment. Boom, that's not going to affect it. However, you want to make sure that you have one address showing. Don't have your previous. Don't have back when you was a kid on there. That needs to be removed. And they will tell you that you can't because you have accounts tied to it. But no, whatever you say that you want on your credit report, you can have it there, and that's it. And there is a law that will back you up on that. So hold on, I'm gonna pull that up. Hold on. I want to give y'all the exact code. Okay. So it's the privacy one, but I want to pull up the right one. But you guys have a right to privacy, okay? Boom. 15 USC 6801, okay? It's the policy. Now, Congress make these laws, okay? So it's the policy of the Congress that each financial institution has affirmative and continuing obligation to respect the privacy of its customers and protect the security and confidentiality. So whatever you say is what you say. That's your privacy. If I don't want to give up a certain address, I can ask to remove it. Now, they will try to fight you on it and say, no, the account that you have this address, they have to go and you have to go to them and change it. No, you have to change it because you are reporting. First of all, it's a right to privacy because I didn't even ask you guys to start collecting data on me and sharing it with people. They didn't come to you. Did you get a call or a phone or a letter in the mail from Equifax, TransUnion, or Experian and they asked your permission? Hey, we found some data on you. We would like to share this on your credit report. Do you give us permission to do so? Did you get that? No. Did they also give you an option to opt out? So that's another code that you can use. You guys are sharing information on me and you didn't give me an option to opt out of it. Okay? Now they go around calling themselves a bureau because they think they have to. Um, they want you. They want to have this perception of we're a bureau, we're part of the government, and it's nothing you can do about it. But it's not true because they remember they are LLCs. Okay, these are regular companies. You guys have LLCs yourself, right? Um, what I say? That was the to opt out, right? Hold on. Now, I know you guys, when you guys are fixing your or correcting your credit, right? You are using the standard 609 letters, and sometimes they work. It's like a hit or miss with that. It's still the 69 the 609 letters actually work because it's one of the consumer codes. However, it's a hit or miss. So it's stronger if you are able to add additional things to back up your claims on why you want your credit report to look a certain way, or why you want accounts removed, why you want things updated and changed, okay? This one is, hold on, this ain't the one, but this is one that I just came up with. So it's actually, this is one for opting out. You guys can Google this too. It's on the Cornell Law School. So the words that you find in most governmental laws and acts, they are you want to use the law dictionary. So the Legal Information Institute, which is the Cornell Law School, you can go to Cornell or just Google whatever I just told you, the codes, and look it up on the Cornell's website. And they will break it down. If you slow down and read it, I can't share my computer screen, but if you look it up, you'll see hyperlinks on some of those words. And if you click it, it will give you the breakdown definition of what that word pertains to. Okay, so you are a natural person. However, you are considered a consumer. If you claim to be, you just distinguish your rights from being a consumer. This is the consumer laws that you're using when you are when they're reporting your information on the credit report, and they are calling you a debtor, right? But that's not what you are. And when you identify as a consumer, then you can start tapping into your rights, okay? So this one is for opting out, which is showing that they, as a company, was supposed to give you an option to opt out of their system, and they didn't. So you can ask them to remove whatever it is that you want to remove just off of this. And it's not just with personal information, it could be anything. We're going to go through the entire report every day of this week, and I'm going to teach you guys on what you can use to correct your own credit report, okay? So today, again, personal information. So they're supposed to give you an adequate choice to opt in and opt out. They didn't give you a choice to do either. They just collected data on you, and they going around selling it and sharing it with whomever asks for it. That's against your privacy rights, okay? So that's another one. So what did I say before? You got a right to privacy, and they didn't give you options to opt out. Now, let's go to the third one. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up where I have it. Let me get some hearts or fire or something. If y'all learning something, let me know. Let me know. Talk to me. Let me know if you guys are learning something. Because if you don't start at the top with personal information, you will never be able to get anything else off of your credit report. Okay? Now, there's another way that you can do this by calling. Hold on. Here's one. Right here. Title code. Hold on, y'all. USC 15. think it's A4A. Okay, it's A4. Okay. All right. Here we go. Identity theft. All right, that's the third one. So you know that anytime they handle, it could be your ID, your license plate, it could be your social security card, it could be anything that shows your personal information on it and somebody else is using it without your permission, that is considered identity theft. Guys, listen, you can start pulling up litigation against them. And when I say litigation, like you can sue them, all right? That's a violation. It's identity theft. Who told you, okay, to collect data on me and share whatever it is you want? I don't care if I did have that old address with, and I filled out a credit card back then when, and I was living at that address. If I say I ain't living there and I didn't share that information with you and give you permission to share that, you are stealing my identity. Okay, you sharing it with people without my permission. Okay, you didn't give me an option to opt in or opt out. So guess what? Therefore, whatever it is I want you to do with that information, you must do it. And if you don't do it, and you got this amount of time to do it, if you don't do it, guess what? I'm suing. Run me my money. And then you still gonna have to do what I said do, right? Okay, so this code is Title 15. Okay, U.S. Code 1681A. Uh-oh. We lost Facebook. We lost Facebook. We're going to have to go back live. Hold on, y'all. Because I only got a few more minutes. Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Listen. I gotta put part 2 on here so they can know this is the other half, because guess what? I was just getting started. I don't know what happened to Facebook. Facebook, where you at? Okay, here we go. Let's see, go back live. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm back, Facebook. I don't know what happened. Okay, so you have the right to sue, which is what I was saying. You have the right to sue if they do not do what you asked to do the first time. You can actually start suing now, but you want to build your case up, okay? You want to go to the person and try to, what they say, communicate or settle, okay? So at that point, if they don't do what you said do, guess what? We gonna take this to court, and I'm gonna take this to court with all the documents that I submitted to you that proves that you were wrong, and I asked for you to do X, Y, and Z, and you did not. So now for every dispute that I have, that is, or every error that you have, that's $1,000 that I get. Okay, do you guys get that? Okay, so you can take this same information. Watch this, because I'm not going to save it here, but watch this, because this is going to go in my group. I'm forming a credit group where I'm teaching you guys how to repair your own credit. All right, so if you want to get into that group, send me a PM, DM, or a message, and we can get you in that group. Yes, it's a charge, but it's not a lot of money. Okay, it's only $47. You get videos like this, you get templates and things of that nature. And speaking of templates, if you guys cannot draft your own template right now, I have templates available for you. It's this template for personal information. You can get that for just $27. The link will be in my bio once we end this live. So make sure you go to the bio, click the first link, and that would be the personal information. You'll be able to remove whatever it is in your personal information, okay? Now, I did tell you also before that you can also call. You can call the three credit agencies, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, and ask them to correct the information. However, they will try to sometimes. Okay, so if you don't have enough time to keep going and getting another person, like you hang up and you call back and get another representative that may be more willing to help you, then I say go to the letter route. Yeah, it take a little bit of more time, but you have a paper trail. You are building your case up, so in case they don't do it how you want them to, you don't feel like you just wasted your time. I prefer to do it both ways. So you can call them and say, hey, I just pulled my credit reports, and it looks like that you guys are um, reporting my name inaccurately. I need you to change it to whatever you want. You have all these addresses that it doesn't belong to me. Can you please change that to this address, or this particular address right here is the only address that I am aware of. All the other ones are not my address, okay? You don't have to say it used to be your address. You don't have to say that was my grandma's address or anything. It's not yours. You don't live there. Take it off. And then they may say, hey, oh, this address is reporting from one of the open or one of the accounts that's on your credit file. Then I would use the letter. Or you can call back and get somebody else to do it. Hey, I just called and I still see this address and it's not off. What's going on? Why is it there? Okay? So you can do that way. Now, if you guys, again, are not sure on how to go about that, you can get your inquiries off too. But do not ask to remove the inquiries online that is tied to an account that's open that you want to keep, or an account that is, basically that's open that you want to keep. Because if it's tied to an account that's open, they will close that account. You don't want that to happen. There's other ways to get inquiries off from open accounts, but not that way. All right. If you want this information, like I said, the link is in the bio. I also have the 24-hour inquiry hack up there too. I believe that's $27. Go on there right now, okay? Go on there right now and get it. And start with your personal information. Now, I also had a video. It's one of my reels. I'm going to reshare that today. Before you start doing any type of disputes on your accounts, you have to suppress the secondary consumer credit agencies, okay? There are secondary consumer credit agencies, all right? I know you guys always hear something about LexisNexis, Sage Stream, ARS. There are a couple. There are about 5 of them, 5 or 6. It's a couple more that I share depending on what's on your credit report. But definitely, you want to look at that video, take that information down, screenshot, and call them and suppress it, okay? Suppress it. Call the credit agencies, the 3 of them, and remove your information, or go click the link in my bio and get you a letter template. Now, when I tell you, eOscar is the one who pulls the letters and read them. So the credit reports, not the credit reports, the letters that you mail do not go to a person. A person does not handle it. A computer system does. So a computer system open and reads it. If you don't have a specific format on your letters, this is why it's coming back verified, or this is why you're not hearing any responses, because it didn't generate. You have to have a certain order of your letters when you send them out if you want to play this game effectively, okay? So that is my time. I got to go. I'm back tomorrow. Keep watching my stories, and on my page I'm going to share with you what's next. Remember, you can get your name, your address, your employment, anything off, whatever it is in your personal section. So go pull your credit report. If you need a free credit report, you can get one from the actual credit bureaus once a year, or credit agencies, your credit agencies once a year. But I'm telling you, it's a thick packet. If you go into my link in my bio, You can get your credit report for 7 days for just $1. Okay, it give you a FICO score, give you all 3 credit reports in detail, and it'll let you know what's showing. Okay, get those previous addresses off. All right, get those previous addresses off, and then if you're really smart, I would use an address, especially if it's an account. If there are negative accounts reporting on your credit report that you are looking to remove later on, use an address that you never used before. Okay, it's really hard to dispute accounts with addresses attached to it. So if your current address is attached to an account that you want to dispute, change your address. Put your sister address, put somebody address. Okay, that's one of the secret hacks. So I feel like I dropped a lot of gems today. If you like this, make sure you share it. It's only gonna be here for 24 hours. Then I am taking it down, baby. I'm taking it down, and it's going into my group. I will put up an invite to my group to anyone that messaged me or anything, because it's a private group. Everybody can't get in. However, I am releasing some of the letters that I use myself and my clients to help remove certain items off their credit report. If you're interested in that, you don't want to do all the homework and research, I did that for you. Go ahead and get that template. Just type in your information, and it'll also tell you how to send it off, and where to send it off to, and how to keep track. All right, so as soon as I end this live, check back. I am gone. I hope you guys enjoyed this and learned something. Make sure you follow and share, and tomorrow I'm gonna come back with another topic of your credit report. Keep watching that, and I'll see you later. Peace.